There is a truth about older men who found peace after divorce that the people around them have been getting consistently and completely wrong. Not because they do not care about these men, but because the peace these men found looks so different from what the people around them expected recovery to look like that most of them never recognized it as recovery at all. They expected to see a man rebuilding towards something familiar, rebuilding toward another relationship, another partnership, another version of the structure that ended, moving through the grief and the difficulty and the financial damage of the divorce and coming out on the other side ready to try again with someone new and someone better and someone who would finally deliver what the marriage promised and did not provide. That is the recovery story they were waiting to witness. And what they witnessed instead confused them, because what they witnessed was not a man rebuilding towards something familiar. It was a man arriving at something entirely new, something quiet, something that looked from the outside like the absence of something rather than the presence of something extraordinary. And the truth about what is actually present inside these men is what nobody around them has ever been willing to fully examine or fully respect or fully understand until now. This video is that truth, complete, honest, and with the full respect these men have always deserved. The first truth is that the peace these men found was not the peace of resignation, it was the peace of arrival. And those two things are so different from each other that confusing them changes the entire meaning of everything these men are living. The peace of resignation is the peace of a man who wanted something and accepted that he would not get it, who made a kind of internal settlement with disappointment and learned to live within the terms of that settlement without too much visible distress. That is not what older men who found peace after divorce are living inside. What they are living inside is something categorically different. The peace of a man who arrived somewhere he did not know he was heading and discovered on arrival that it was exactly where he was supposed to be. The peace of a man who spent decades inside an arrangement that was consistently costing him more than he ever fully acknowledged, and who discovered in the silence after that arrangement ended what his life actually felt like when it was genuinely and completely his own. That discovery is not resignation, it is the opposite of resignation. It is the most active and the most alive and the most completely inhabited experience these men have ever had. And calling it resignation because it does not look like what recovery was supposed to look like is a failure of understanding that says far more about the people making the observation than the men they are observing. The second truth is about what the divorce actually revealed, that the marriage was always concealing. This is the truth that requires the most honesty and the most courage to sit with, because it involves examining something that most people treat as beyond examination. The marriage itself. Older men who have been outside their marriages long enough to look back at them with genuine clarity, rather than the distorted vision that living inside them always produced, consistently report the same discovery. The marriage was not what they thought it was while they were inside it, not necessarily in the obvious ways of betrayal or deliberate harm, but in the more subtle and more pervasive way of chronic incompatibility that was always operating on the dynamic below, the level that either person was willing to examine honestly, while the investment in the marriage made honest examination feel too dangerous. The emotional labor that was never genuinely mutual. The identity that was slowly and consistently suppressed in favor of the version the marriage required. The peace that was given up daily in increments so small they never registered as loss until the day they were all given back at once. And what the divorce revealed by removing all of that is not emptiness. It is the man who was always living underneath it, waiting with more patience than he ever knew he had for the arrangement that was covering him to finally end. The third truth is about what older men who found peace after divorce discovered about themselves that decades of marriage never gave them the space to find. This is the discovery that the people around these men consistently underestimate because it does not look impressive from the outside. It does not look like an achievement. It does not come with the social proof that the milestones of the marriage years carried. It arrives quietly, in a kitchen on a Tuesday morning, in a garden on a Saturday afternoon, in the specific and unhurried quality of a day that belongs entirely to one person for the first time in longer than he can clearly remember. And what he discovers inside that day is not what the people who worried about him predicted, not loneliness, not the hollow space left by the departure of something that organized his life for decades. Himself, the genuine and complete version of himself that the marriage required him to partially suppress for years in favor of the version that the roles demanded. The interests that were always there but never had room. The values that were always genuinely his but were consistently negotiated into compromise. The identity that was always the real one, but that never quite had enough space to fully expand into because the marriage was always occupying the space that the identity needed to grow. And finding that version of himself at 60 or 65 or 70 and recognizing it clearly as the most genuine and the most complete version that has ever existed is not a small thing. It is the most significant thing. And it deserves to be treated as such by every person in his life who has the honesty and the courage to see it clearly. If this is giving you a completely different understanding of what is actually happening inside the older men in your life, who found peace after divorce, hit the like button and drop a comment below. Tell me whether you are the man this video is describing or whether you are someone who has been misreading one. Because this conversation matters and the algorithm buries it every single time. Keep watching because the next truths are the most important ones. The fourth truth is about the health transformation that older men who found genuine peace after divorce consistently experience, and that the people who assumed the solitude would damage them never predicted. The research on this is consistent. Men who leave difficult marriages and who build genuine contentment in the life that follows are measurably healthier than they were inside the difficult marriage. Their cortisol levels drop. Their sleep improves dramatically. Their cardiovascular health frequently shows measurable improvement within the first year. Their cognitive function sharpens because the chronic low-grade stress of managing a difficult relationship alongside everything else has been removed from the daily equation. And their subjective sense of physical well-being improves in a way that most of them describe as feeling younger in the years after the marriage than they did in the final years inside it. This is not the profile of a man who is suffering from his solitude. This is the profile of a man whose body and mind are responding to the removal of a chronic stressor that was always damaging them, and that the social narrative around the importance of staying in the marriage was always preventing anyone from naming accurately as the source of the damage. The fifth truth is the one that contains all the others, and that gives the most complete picture of what older men who found peace after divorce are actually living inside. They are not in a diminished remainder of a life that should have gone differently. They are not paying a price for a failure or carrying a wound that the right relationship would eventually heal. They are in the most complete and the most fully inhabited and the most genuinely alive chapter of their entire existence. The chapter where the morning is theirs, where the finances are clean and clear and answerable only to them, where the home reflects exactly who they are without the daily negotiation that shared living requires, where the identity is finally and completely and non-negotiably theirs without the requirement to suppress or moderate or perform any part of it for anyone else's comfort or need, where the peace is real, not performed, not maintained, not dependent on another person's continued presence or approval to remain stable. Real, earned, hard-won, and entirely deserved. And then there is the part that nobody talks about, but that every older man who found peace after divorce knows is completely true. The thermostat is finally at the right temperature. His temperature. The refrigerator contains exactly what he bought and nothing else. The remote control is in his hand, pointed at whatever he actually wants to watch. These are not small things. These are the daily evidence of a life that is finally and completely his. And every single morning he wakes up inside that evidence, feeling something the people watching him from outside never quite expected. Grateful, quietly, completely, without apology. Comment below and tell me whether this described you or someone you love. And like the video if this finally gave these men the honest account they have always deserved.